Hey guys, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on Sword Art Online 2 episode 13, and dang, this episode, it wasn't as much action as I wanted, but of course, Sword Arts have never had like a huge, like a long kind of action scene anyway, but it was still good action because it starts off with, from the last episode, Kito on the back foot, getting his ass kicked by Death Gun. And this time, Shinon's in the back with her night vision eye thingies. Like, oh my gosh, what can she do? How can she help? Because obviously, her scope on her gun is broken, it's gone, so can't really easily snipe. Then, of course, we see a little bit of Asuna in the hospital, watching over his body and the battle, of course, and like having a little moment with Yui putting the phone underneath his hand and her on top of his hand. You know, cute little moment between mommy, daddy, mom, dad, and Yui, the little family. Asuna, Kirito for life. But yeah, after that, we're back with the fight. Kirito's still, on the back foot, and then he's just trying to think, he's trying to remember back, what his name could be, because then I guess right before the fight, the attack on Laughing Coffin, they had, of course, info on everyone, and he was trying to remember, and he's remembering all the names at that meeting they had, and then he remembered the last guy who had red eyes, just like Death Gun has, and then as Death Gun is about to hit him, he misses because he's like, he figures out, he gets distracted because Kirito figures out his name, which is Red-Eyed Zaza, I think. Yeah, that's his name. Interesting name. Which catches him off guard, of course. He's like, what? He figured it out, because he never told him. And then that's when Sinon starts aiming, and you know how it has the red line to show the where they're gonna shoot, so he's like, oh no, so he starts to back up, scared that he's gonna get hit. And that's when Kirito decides, oh, it's his time to attack. He's about to slash at him, but Death Gun is starting to go invisible. He's turning his invisibility cloak on, and then just like old Kirito, he looks like he's about to grab him, but instead he goes quickly, grabs his gun, and then it shows like a little image, like it looks like him, back in the SAO days with both swords, but instead this time with his gun and sword, and hits Death Gun, stops his invisibility thing, and then Kirito slashes him straight in half. And of course, the guy, right before Death Gun dies he tells him, it's not over. It isn't over until they catch me. And then, whoosh, he dies in the game. Ding, dead. And the fight was pretty interesting. I thought it could have been a lot better and stuff, but it was pretty cool. The sword fight, you don't see in sword fights. Probably everyone watching BOB right now is probably like, dang, we've never seen a sword fight in GTO before, And another cool thing that happened when he was about to Sinon was aiming at him, he's about to slash. They said the title of the episode and title of the anime in the it's always cool when you think, oh my god, that's the title of the movie, that's the title of the show. They say, he's like, Phantom Bullet, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so after that it's only Kirito and Sinon left. BOB's gonna be over after they're the last two people, and they have a cute little moment together. She tells him her name and address because then he wants to know so he can tell his the employer guy, the guy who employed him, to call the cops and to go, just in case, to her place. And he tells her name, his name and stuff, and then he's like, oh, so what are we gonna do? Do you want that duel? That, like, just like last time. And she's like, because he's all messed up. He's like, no, she wants to fight him at full strength, pretty much, at the next BOB. So he's like, oh, okay, but how are we gonna, get out? And then she talks about how the first BOB there was two winners, and it was by a present grenade, I think, present or surprise grenade, something like that. And he's like, what's that? And she grabs his hand, puts a grenade on it. Starts it, and he's like, Kirito's like, what? And she just like smiles and like hugs him, and boom, suicide. And both of them get killed by the grenade, and instantly it shows, Kirito and Sinon as the winners, and everyone's watching. Even in ALO they're watching. I'm thinking, no ways. I was hoping to see a reaction of everyone, and a reaction of Asuna too, of seeing Sinon getting close to him and stuff like that. But we don't get to see that yet. We'll see after. I'm guessing next episode probably she'll get to meet everyone, kind of thing. She's in the harem now. But after that, before Kirito is logging off, he sees the list of everyone that was in, and there was 2 people that DC'd just like he thought. Sorry, hold on. My eyes are kind of, But yeah, before logging off, he sees that there was 2 people that DC'd besides Pale, there's Pale Rider and 1 other person, which means that there is more than 2 death guns. The one in game, and there's one, they knew that there was one probably at Sinon's place. But there's actually 1 other person, obviously, because that's how they got Pale Rider and forget the other guy's name, but yeah, some other guy. So Sinon is back in the real world, and she's looking out around her room. Obviously, she's scared, like, oh, he might still be there, but of course, there's no one in there. And then all of a sudden, someone's at the door, and it's Shinkawa, her friend. So she lets him in, and he's congratulating her and stuff, and also, how she said he has to wait for after everything, and then he's like, oh, now I can have you, and he's like getting those crazy yandere kind of stuff going on, like, oh no, this guy's crazy. Starts to try and hold her, and she pushes him off, and he's like, don't you betray me too, or something like that. He's getting very possessive, and it's scary. And he grabs a syringe and puts it against her stomach, and is like, don't move, because that syringe will stop her heart and lungs. And then that's when we figure it out. He's one of the death guns. Oh my, one of the death guns was right next to her the whole time. One of her pretty much only friend. It's like, wow. And he's pretty much just spouting all this kind of crazy stuff about them being together, and forget reality and stuff like that, and how he was the one who killed Zexseed because he spotted the lies about agility types, and how the game was pretty much everything to him. And it's just pretty dang crazy, because he's usually the person that plays Durbin, the death gun, while his brother is the guy that kills him, with the syringe on the outside. But he wanted to do this because Sinon. And so it turns out his brother is, of course, Red-Eyed Zaza, the guy who was in Sword Art, because I don't think he's in Sword Art. He was in SAO. So Sinon pretty much can't do anything, while this guy is just literally just crazy and touching her and saying all those kind of things. And then she's in her mind, and she's like giving up, but then she remembers, Kirito might be coming, and she doesn't want him to get hurt, but then she doesn't know she can't do anything. But then the Sinon avatar, her avatar, because yeah, she's Shino right now, is like, pretty much convinces her, and she finally finds the strength, pushes him off, and that's pretty scary because he's got the syringe straight up on her stomach. So if he just, you're dead. But she managed to hit it off, runs for the door, starts taking out all the locks, so much locks. I'm like, dang, that sucks, because then all of a sudden, if she could just unlock a little bit and open the door, she'd be gone. But boom, pulled to the ground, starts getting pulled by him, and when all seems lost, he's on her going, just crazy. Boom, someone comes to save her. Who is it? Of course, it's Kirito. And he's, of course, telling her, run, while he's holding him down. And that's the end of the episode. So I give the episode 8 out of 10. It was a really good episode. Got the action. And now we're getting to see a conclusion. We'll get to see, obviously, we found one of the death guns. And we'll get to see Kirito in real life fighting, Kazuta fighting again. And I wonder what's going to happen. I'm wondering where the cops are, because I could have sworn he told his guy he's going to call the police. And the police should be there already. That whole time I was thinking, where are the police? They were supposed to come. But I don't know. Next episode, we'll see what happens between Kirito and Shinkawa, and of course Sinon and everything. So yeah, I can't wait for the next episode because now we're out of the game. We know one of the death guns. We know that that's his brother is Red-Eyed Zaza, so they're gonna know where to find him and capture him. But the fact still is that there's more than one. There's more than two, so we don't know who the other guys are yet. So we'll see. As always, if you guys wanna, comment what you thought about the episode, comment below. If you have any questions, comment that too. And give the video a like. It helps, guys. And tell people, if you have friends that like anime and stuff, and just tell them about my channel. It helps, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. Till next time, guys. See ya.